The Vikings, an ancient and nearly extinct species, with only a few modern Vikings remaining. However, they were once a mighty people, and in this video we will look into the early life of one of the most famous Vikings ever to have lived, who we unfortunately cannot name as Disney recently bought the rights to him. Recently, we came across new evidence showing that Vikings would spend years honing their skills so that they could one day become true Vikings through a difficult trial. Our story starts in the wilds, where the young Viking, who we will name Ogesund, but I'll just call him the Viking. We will now join the young Viking, who has just reached the age of preparation, and the first skill he is learning for the trial is the ability to fish. The Vikings were masters of fishing, and were able to catch any fish with their own homemade fishing rods. Each rod was unique, and some were better than others. As I said, all Vikings made their own fishing rods with different levels of usefulness.
Could you really not do better than this? It's very pathetic. I don't care if that's how they really fished. It's pathetic. We need to do better than this.
As I said, all Vikings made their own fishing rods with different levels of usefulness. That's pretty cool. Anyway, the ability to fish was as important as the ability to fight wars to the Vikings. They would not be able to survive without this mastery. A Viking survival would rely heavily on whether or not they could fight back in the day, and the Vikings were some of the best of the best. It is said that a Viking was born with the mastery of swords as well as skis. Alright then, I guess it's going to be like that. I want more pay. And a tuna sandwich. Vikings were some of the most versatile people to have ever lived. Not only limited to survival during the day, but they could also survive during the night. They realized the only way to survive a day was being well rested in the harshest environments. A Viking would be able to sleep next to lava or on top of a mountain, and this would become an important skill for their trial. This is Viking. Sure, what do I care anymore? It's not like I'm not going to get paid for this or something like that. In the modern era, we use large, expensive machines to build our houses, but back during the time of Vikings, they would have to make houses with their bare hands. Using only wooden nails, they would make some of the most impressive buildings, even to this day. Okay, seriously, who is running this? I think we need to have a talk because I am making a serious documentary here and I have had enough of this. Vikings were great gatherers, being able to make a meal from almost nothing. They would use materials such as fruit, berries, and they would also gather spices from scavenging the wilds by themselves. It was a dangerous and... Oh, come on, seriously? Wait, you missed something. Vikings were masters of traveling, being people who found, let me check, places like Greenland. So yeah, you can tell they were good travelers. To get to the final location of the Vikings' trial, they would have to train from the age of 2 to be able to travel for long periods of time while carrying large amounts of resources. This made them even more durable not only for traveling but also fighting. They would bring only the bare essentials on these trips, and they became masters at packing as well. But this Viking has not been training for long, I guess, so he'll come back to you later. Okay, so the Vikings were great hunters, and they're able to catch any prey that they may hunt. They could catch anything from anywhere with any tool. Okay, that one got me pretty good. You're crying. Where's my tuna sandwich? Now, we join the Viking before he moves on to his trial, and just wait a second. What do you mean we don't have time? We'll make time. So you're telling me they watched all this for a sequel? To come out on the 30th of February? But I want to come back again. Please? You mean I don't get paid until then? And what do you mean I get paid depending on how many people buy this? But it's free. This doesn't seem fair.